Hello, welcome back to Fist Entertainment for my review of 2016's Suicide Squad. This is the 4K UHD release of HDR10 presentation. Alright, I've been talking about the plot of the film, Jerrell's opinion of the film, my opinion of the film, any controversials, the whole stuff, and of course give the film a ranking. This is not going to be a 20-minute long video like yesterday's. This is going to be pretty quick and standard. All right, good. It has the plot of the movie on the back, so I don't have to look at a separate cell phone to get that. All right. Tap line: it feels good to be mad. A team of the world's most dangerous, incarcerated supervillains with the most powerful assembly at the government's disposal, is sent off on a mission to defeat a supernatural invincible entity. Yeah, that's not bad for a plot. It's short and sweet, which is nice and good. Now I will make a note. I will talk about the extended cut of the film, but I did not watch the extended cut of the film. I watched the theatrical cut because I wanted to watch it in 4K. We're not talking about the quality of the film. In terms of that, maybe you talk about cinematography a little, maybe, but that's probably about it. So, the world's opinion of Suicide Squad. Much like the previous film, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad was also not a box office success at all by any measure. It lost money. The world actually likes this one. Unlike Batman v Superman, there's lots of fans of this movie. And what they like about it is kind of the Joker and Harley Quinn relationship aspects of the film. They really do like that. This is more of a Joker and Harley Quinn movie than anything else. Now we're going on my opinion. I would disagree. I think that there's a lot more going on than the Joker and Harley Quinn in this movie. I would definitely make the same argument that a lot of people that watch this movie and know the controversy behind the studio interference on Suicide Squad, that there's not enough of Joker and Harley Quinn in it, in the fact that they filmed several additional scenes with Jared Leto and Margaret Robbie. I think it's kind of sad that we'll never ever get the full intended director's cut of the film, but we never will. So people need to have their hopes up for that, because it's probably never going to happen. Now, my problems with the film. This is going to be quick, very quick, because there's not a whole lot of problems. It's definitely not as significant on the issues with the film as it is with the previous review, which is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. I don't feel as much about this after watching this movie last night before reviewing it after work today, but I will definitely tell you that I still will address this issue that I do have with this film. I feel that Suicide Squad has culturally kind of went into the society consciousness of drug addicts and criminals being the demographic that is aimed at due to the dark themes of the film. Now, do I think this as much now as I did before rewatching this movie for the first time in years last night? No. In fact, I barely do kind of see that being an issue. But for the longest time, it was an issue with me. So that tells you, when you come back to a movie and watch it for the first time with kind of a fresh perspective, instead of a previous perspective you had on the film, your opinion can sometimes change, and that's certainly the case with this one. Because I don't hate this movie. I actually do like this movie. I would say I call this a fun escapism movie that has dark themes. It intends to be a little crazy at times, but in a very fun way. So it's just a really fun movie in the DC cinematic universe created by Zack Snyder. Now, because I do want to try to keep this short, but not too short, and we're only at 5 minutes and 40 seconds, so I'm going to keep on going here. Let's talk about the cinematography. The cinematography in this film is actually not bad. Now, is it as good as, say, Man of Steel? No. I would say that it's probably not even as good as Batman v Superman, but that depends on what you perceive is a good visually looking movie. I would say that I happen to like the visuals in this film. I think the visuals that they kind of went with in this film with the cinematography kind of complement the characters of the film. Now, it's not like, something crazy to where the colors literally represent sceneries and stuff like that on the level of something like, say, 2008's Punisher Warzone, which is incredible. But I could definitely say that I really did enjoy the cinematography of this film. Now, the differences between the theatrical and extended cuts of the film. The extended cut, to me, is not worth it because you only have like an additional 10 minutes of the movie put back in. And much like Batman v Superman, they probably cut out probably about 1/3 of the movie, if not more, or something like that. I'm not the biggest expert on the director's vision of this movie, but I do know that a lot of footage was cut out. So I would say that it has to be, and this is an exaggeration, I will definitely admit that, but it has to be probably 1/3 of the film. And so only having 10 minutes put back in just to kind of make it like a fan love letter with having more of Joker and Harley Quinn in the movie. I would say that there's not really much more of Joker and Harley Quinn in the movie, even with the extended cut. But I will say this is a little nod to what I would have preferred with this movie. I would have preferred if they would have made this movie rated R and not try to, play it safe with this PG-13 rating that they get this movie. I think that this film would have performed better at the box office if it had a hard R rating. And that's probably the reason why a film I will be reviewing later this month called The Suicide Squad, which is the James Gunn kind of sequel to this movie, which has a very hard R rating due to graphic nature and gore and action violence and all that fun stuff. That movie made a lot of money, and I wonder why. Is it because a Suicide Squad movie should be rated R and not PG-13? Yes, I think so. But with that said, I do definitely love the film Suicide Squad from 2016. I don't have as many problems with it now as I used to, which is actually surprising. As for the portrayal of Jared Leto is Joker, I would say he's not my favorite version of the character of Joker, but he's not my least favorite version. My least favorite version, and this is going to piss a lot of people off, and I will talk more about when I get to this movie, is Joaquin Phoenix's portrayal of the Joker. I just don't like it at all. They completely missed the mark. They try to make this something else, and it just falls on his ass, in my opinion. And you'll hear more about that when I get to that review. Is for Margaret Robbie's portrayal of Harley Quinn. I absolutely love her version of the character, which is probably why there's 3 films that have her is Harley Quinn in them. Of course, being this one, The Suicide Squad, and Birds of Prey. And she definitely is eaten up the screen in all 3 of these films. Now let's go ahead and give this film a ranking. I'm not going to give this film a great movie score. I'm not. But I'm not going to give it a very bad score either. I'm going to give this what I call the near great score, which is on a Richter scale of a 4-star system. And I will be giving this film 2.5 stars. 3 stars being it is a great movie. 2 stars being is a good movie. 1 star meaning is a poor movie. And of course, because it's my channel and I can say what I want. Half of a star, of course, means that is absolute garbage. So there you go. So this gives 2.5 stars, which means it's a near great film to me, which means I definitely enjoyed it. But it's definitely not on the scale of the last 2 films I've reviewed. So that's all I gotta say about Suicide Squad from 2016. I hope you enjoyed it. I say check this film out, and I'll see you guys for our next review, which is of 2016's Wonder Woman. It might be a 2017 film, but we'll find out when I get to that film. That's all for this review. I'll see you guys next time. Until then.